Hey there guys, how are you? Welcome back to another awesome video. It's time for another movie review, and today's March Marvel Madness movie review is, although technically it's the beginning of April, and I did say worst case scenario that if I did a March Marvel Madness movie review in April, it'd be in the beginning of April. But for the final March Marvel Madness movie review for this year is going to be of Black Panther. So Black Panther is the 18th MCU movie, and it's the aftermath of Civil War following the death of King T'Chaka. T'Challa now has to become king and take on the responsibilities of being a king. And not just the morals of being a king, but also the morals of being a hero. So this movie is directed by Ryan Coogler, who is most notably done a lot of Michael B. Jordan related movies, and like I said, most notably Creed. And speaking of Michael B. Jordan, let's talk about Killmonger. And although Michael B. Jordan's Killmonger is dope, he's a badass, he has a sinister presence to him, he has realistic motivations and great ideals that make him a very compelling villain, and also one that's very relatable and almost sympathetic, because you see where he's coming from in the world and where in the world he's coming from.
You know where I'm from. When black folks started revolutions, they never had the firepower or the resources to fight their oppressors. Where was Wakanda?
You see? That's a great question to ask, because in our world, if Wakanda existed, where were they for people of color? So I think that is definitely very compelling. And obviously you could argue that whole thing about Killmonger being right. And in some ways, he makes a fair point. This is one of the very few villains and very few MCU villains that make a very valid point about where they're coming from in their perspective. And the supporting cast is phenomenal too, with the likes of Forrest Whitaker, Winston Duke, Lupita Nyong'o, to the actress who plays Shuri, I forgot her name, I'm sorry. And not even just the African-American actors, but Martin Freeman and Andy Serkis are good too. It's great to see both Gollum and Bilbo Baggins sharing the same room and sharing the same screen. And of course, I'm not gonna go without mentioning the main man himself, Chadwick Boseman. And I gotta say, he is phenomenal. He is captivating. And I'm not just saying that because he is the late Chadwick Boseman. I'm not just saying that because he's dead. I'm saying that because if you really think about it, before even he died, before his passing, he, on paper, makes a fantastic choice to be Black Panther. When you look at the repertoire and the filmography he's done with performances like Jackie Robinson and James Brown and Thurgood Marshall, historical African-American people Chadwick has played. So it makes sense for a man that has done historical people of color to play a historical Marvel character of color, because especially Black Panther being one of the first African-American superheroes to exist in the comics. And so that makes sense for him to translate from doing historical actual people to a historical fictional character. And like I said, he was just very captivating and just a very stellar, and this was perfect casting for sure, no doubt in that. A stellar actor, stellar guy, Wakanda forever. And when you have that and you top it all with some great action sequences, some very emotional and stellar writing and dialogue, and some fantastic scoring and soundtracks by Ludwig Göransson and some other artists that were involved in this project, and the fact that this has become such a phenomenal movie and such a phenomenon, and even if this is the first African-American led movie, or the first all African-American cast film or not, it's still such a fantastic film. And nothing really much other to say than I'm gonna give Black Panther an A. One of the best MCU movies out there, definitely one of the top Marvel movies for sure, and it was fantastic back in 2018, and it's still a phenomenal, fantastic film, and especially how much of an impact it's left then, and especially now, its impact it's carried over now. So Black Panther, what do you guys think of it? What's your favorite thing about Black Panther, or what's your favorite thing about Chadwick Boseman, or what's a memory you have about Black Panther, or anything associated with the character or Chadwick himself? Let me know in the comment section down below. And as always, guys, thank you so much for watching. If you like this video, please smash that button. If you're new to my channel, please subscribe. I do awesome videos every day, if not every week. Make sure you ring that bell. I do new videos every day, if not every week. Share it with your family and friends, all that good stuff and more. And leave some suggestions also in the comment section. You name it, I'll look into it. And sorry in advance on the whole, kind of postponing and delaying of March Marvel Madness a little bit. I'm going to be more on my high horse for next year, but this will be the last for this year. Next year, there'll be a lot more in March, so I will make it all dedicated just to Marvel stuff, kind of like what I do for Halloween and Christmas sort of thing, just dedicated to those themed movies. So I'm going to try and do that for next year, more for sure, without a doubt, hopefully by then. And I will have probably other movie reviews uploaded probably after April and after March and after everything else. So Homecoming will still happen. My review for Spider-Man Homecoming will still happen, and it will probably happen maybe later this month, maybe sometime in May. We'll see what happens. Trying to think what else to update you guys on. Also, the things coming to the channel. I'm thinking of maybe getting back into gaming again. Maybe I'll try and do some more live streams a little bit more here and there, depending on my schedule. We'll see what happens. I'm gonna try and work with it. I'm slowly trying to put up content again, also to other stuff. But I have more reviews for you guys, more unboxings, tons of other stuff coming your way. So look forward to those. Anyways, guys, thank you so much for watching, and I will see you next time.
In my culture, death is not the end. It's more of a stepping off point. You reach out with both hands and Bast and Sekhmet. They lead you into the green veldt where you can run forever.